What's up, guys? We're back out here again. Today's task is to pull the injectors out. We're gonna send them out to Dynosty and gonna get them cleaned and flowed. And the reason for that is it's pretty simple. I bought these injectors before Drag Week 2018, so 4 years ago. I bought them from VS Racing, who, not to speak anything negatively about them, but they kind of tend to use Chinese offshore products. And while these injectors have been great for me so far, I really haven't been pushing either combination, the new Texas Speed motor or the Junkyard Iron 5.3. I really haven't been pushing it that hard. And before I put this thing on the dyno, where I know that I'm going to push the limits as far as it will go, I want to know that these injectors are good to go. They've had a lot of different types of fuel run through them, 87, 93, race gas, E85. I want to make sure these are straight, and like I said, they're 4 years old, so they may, I don't know, they may have a little bit of junk in them, and maybe it's just paranoia, maybe they're perfectly fine. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull them out, we're gonna send them out, get them flowed, cleaned, all that. If they come back good, they're going back in and the car's going on the dyno. If they're not, I'll replace them with something made in America, FIC, FID, whatever the Tom Vigu's company is called. That's what's gonna go in. If these 80 pounds don't come out right, and when we go on the dyno, and if we find out that either the 525 pump is not up to snuff, or B, the 80-pound injectors aren't up to it, then we will go from there. So let's go ahead and time lapse it up. Here we are back on another time lapse. So this is a very quick job. We start off right off the bat with unplugging each injector from the Holly injector harness. Then I remove the bolts for the fuel rail hold down with a 4mm Allen key socket. And then on this one, I also loosened an intake manifold bolt with a 5mm Allen socket because I have the turbo oil feed line secured in place with one of the intake manifold bolts. The next step after that is to lift the fuel rail up and remove each of the 4 injectors per bank. And then I keep them separated. You'll see that in a little bit. So I recently replaced my computer, and I replaced my previous headset with this one that I'm using right now. Let me know what you guys think of it compared to some of my older videos with the voiceover. If you've made it this far, I ask that you consider liking, subscribing, whatever. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to grow this a little bit, and I'm thinking about doing a giveaway when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm not real sure on that yet. Also, a quick reminder, I do have shirts and stickers available in my store, link in the description below. Now you'll see how I keep the injectors all separated individually so that I can package them by themselves before putting all 8 into the box. Okay, so like you saw me do, I put them in each in an individual little Ziploc snack baggy thing. Each one's labeled. That's probably overkill. I don't know how Dynosty plans on testing these. I did see a video on how the Eric Yost and Team Biggin guys, how they do it. But this just makes sense to me to put each one in an individual bag and then put them all in another bag and then mail that off. And hopefully this doesn't stink to high heaven when I take it to the post office. Right, so each individual little Ziploc bag is just getting stuffed inside of a 1 quart size Ziploc bag and then get it shipped off to Dynosty. Come here. What is this? What is it? What's in the box?
I'll show you with the box. What was in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the fucking box?
Ooh, Logan sent us some things. And you know, you can't shit your pants if you're naked. And he sent us a letter. Wait, hold on. Oh, injector cleaning data, flow data. It definitely was not a love letter from Logan. We'll just have to wait until Rihanna responds to our DMs. So, we have pre and post cleaning flow data for this. As it turns out, they're all within 2.7 max variance and all have good, what do you call it? Good, they pass a test, damn it. And then get put into little jobby doo, Sealy boys, and they're ready to go back in the car. Okay, so the next step I have on the injector data from Dynosty, I labeled which injector is going into which cylinder on the fuel rail, and then if it needs to, I can go into Holly software and I can, how this one is plus 1.8%, this one's 0.9%, 0.6, 0.3. I can adjust each cylinder, the fuel percentage on each one of those.
In this picture, you'll see that I'm matching up the last 4 of the serial number on each injector with the paper with the injector flow data that I got from Dynosty. Once that has been paired up, I write down what cylinder I'm going to put that injector in. In that case, cylinders 1, 3, 5, and 7. What you're seeing now, I'm reinstalling each injector into both the fuel rail and the intake manifold. One of the things that I don't show is that I have lubricated with some used oil, but you can use WD-40, whatever you've got, but lubricate the O-ring on both ends of the injector. It'll keep you from tearing an O-ring and then having either a fuel or vacuum leak. Once that's been done, I go ahead and secure the fuel rail back to the intake manifold with those bolts that I removed, and then tighten down the intake manifold bolt like I mentioned earlier. Final step per bank is to plug each injector back in to the injector sub-harness. The very final thing that we're doing right now is priming the fuel pump and checking for any leaks before we start up the motor. It all checks out, there's no leaks, so in the words of Richard Holdner, let's make some noise.